Alright, what is up with it, guys? It's Davis, and today we're going to be looking through the, I guess you call it the ancestor of the deck that I put up yesterday, which is with a Gourgeist deck where you're trying to build your hand up to the biggest that you can. So this is what kind of got the idea started, and it's going to be this guy, Metagross. Machine Gun Stomp is just like the attack we saw yesterday, except it adds 20 damage. You attack with a double colorless instead of psychic and a double colorless, but of course we got around that with Dimension Valley. And it's on a stage 2, which is kind of one of the bigger aspects here, but this deck definitely deals with setting up stage 2s a lot better because you're building up your hand so high that you kind of always have these rare candies and stage 1s in your hand, which in regular decks where your hand size is, an average of 6 to 7 maybe, if you're lucky, that's not something that you're going to have most of the time, especially not compared to a 20 card hand. So in this deck, I went to forego the Deoxys in favor of this Kangaskhan EX. I feel like in the Gourgeist deck, the Deoxys really pairs up well and has good synergy because of the Dimension Valley, because of being able to attack for free. And in this deck, we don't have that, so I went with running Fairy Energy and Fairy Garden to retreat this guy if I need to. And triple draw, of course, draw 3 cards instead of 2 is going to be a lot better, and it's a lot bulkier of just a front out there. It does kind of suck putting out EXs in a otherwise non-EX deck, I'm not going to lie, but the fact that we don't have Shamans in this deck, it really kind of like mediates that a little bit, I guess. So other than that, not a lot to say. We got 4 Lucky Helmets, 4 Roller Skates, 4 Tierno, 4 Versus Seeker, just trying to draw through the deck as fast as possible. Got some energy being able to draw out of the deck. We got some energy coming out of the discard pile. And yeah, the great thing about these kind of decks is that you don't have to like run a lot of copies of these kind of things because you're not really concerned with discarding them with Sycamore. And again, it really sucks. I really think it's a shame that these decks are literally going to die out when Breakthrough comes out, which is either tomorrow or today, depending on when I post this. But yeah, that's just kind of how it is. One little card can come out and crush an entire archetype. We've seen it tons and tons of times before, so this is nothing really new. On a last note, I want to apologize for kind of looking like garbage, but I just got back from the gym and I don't have a lot of time to tidy up and everything before making YouTube videos, so you're gonna have to deal with that. Probably not this time only. So let's go and find ourselves some games. Alright guys, we're playing against White Voodoo, a name that I can actually pronounce, so I'm loving that. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off with a nice Tails. I actually don't mind going second in this deck because, unlike Deoxys, Kangaskhan cannot attack on the first turn, so we actually have a pretty good hand, which is very surprising from when I've played this deck before. We have a Pokemon Fan Club, and we have an Energy, and we have Kangaskhan in the active, so all those things put together should be a pretty good setup at the very least. So he just attaches and passes. We're going to go ahead and play the Roller Skates first, just in case I get like a Tierno that I'd rather play, but I don't. But I do get a Beldum, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and Fan Club for probably just 2 more Beldums, and it looks like my 4th Beldum is prize, so that might be a little bit of a problem. I think I forgot to mention that I do play Sacred Ash, so that's something worth mentioning at least. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and triple draw. We didn't have a Lucky Helmet in hand. It's kind of not the best, but what can you do? We got otherwise a pretty good start. He puts on Dimension Valley, so I'm going to be able to counter that with the Fairy Garden straight off the bat. And he just Psychic Assaults for 10 damage. Ugh. Not what this guy probably wants to be seeing. But I'm going to go ahead and block his Stadium just so he has to attach. I actually don't want to retreat right now, so that's not really my biggest concern. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a Metang. I think I'll be able to build up my hand just fine while still building up these guys on the bench, so who do I want to build up though? I think I'm going to put an energy on this Beldum so he has like an option or a kind of a decision to make instead of one guy having all of this stuff. And is it worth it to play Fan Club? I don't think so. I think I'd rather keep that Versus Seeker in case I get a Tierno coming up here. So we got a Lucky Helmet, we have 2 rare candies for these 2 guys, and we have a Roller Skates. So hopefully we should get some serious draw power going. And I don't know, I just don't feel like this deck with Deoxys just sets up fast enough, because like I said, there's 3 cards instead of 2, just makes all the difference in the world. So we're gonna go ahead and play this roller skates. Hopefully we can get a heads and a Tierno. We got the heads, we didn't get a Tierno, and we didn't get a Metagross either, so I think I want to just attach to this guy. So again, we're just spreading out everything, giving him a hard decision if he actually does want to attack us. And yeah, just gonna go ahead and do that again. We have 3 rare candies now. We have another lucky helmet that I can't attach, and still no Metagross though. So we draw 2, still no Metagross. We draw 1 more. We also have not hit a Tierno yet, so this isn't looking great. I can't really go ahead and throw down this mill tank until that happens. We're gonna go ahead and put an energy here so that we have 1 energy left. We can choose to power up either one of these guys if we want. But yeah, still no Tierno. Gonna go ahead and attach the Lucky Helmet, since this is probably the most likely Lysander target if he gets Gengar going, which I don't even know if that would knock him out, and I don't think it would. But we have a Lysander of our own. I don't think we want to play that. Yep, and we're just going to go ahead and keep triple drawing. If he hits us again, we are going to have a beefy hand size, and we get 2 Metagross off there, so that's awesome. We're going to be able to double rare candy. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing, just because we have the rare candies in hand. I don't expect we'll be losing them in case to an 8 or unless to an Ace Trainer, but gonna Psychic Assault for 60, and I actually think we're in a very good spot here. We can go ahead, rare candy into Metagross. I want to try and knock out this Gengar here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're doing 210 right now. He doesn't have a resistance to us, and that means we're doing 210. We can afford to evolve this guy. That's 2 more cards. That's 190 we're doing now. We can put down this guy. That's 180. And where's my Lysander? There it is. And we can Lysander. That's 170. Retreat into Metagross and Machine Gun Stomp for 170. Math is fun. I'm telling you, I see so many people messing up their combat math in situations like this, but it's really simple, and that looks like it's gonna be the game, so no need to drag this out anymore. Just, that was pretty much destruction. This deck set up really well that game. So, I want to see what potential this guy had, though, in his deck. Although doing that makes me kind of, sometimes you open up their deck and it's like awful, and you're like, oh, well, wow, so he did not get much of anything going. He did get that 1 Gengar fully set up, but I Lysandered before he could do anything. But yeah, 2 Gengars seems a little weak, but it seems like he was playing just a mainly Wobbuffet Bats deck, which I really like, and I'm definitely going to build that soon. Otherwise, this looks like a pretty solid build. 4 Super Scoop Ups might be a little excessive, 1 AZ. I don't know, maybe tinker that around, just 1 and 1 more AZ, 1 less Scoop Up, I don't know. But otherwise, this looks like a pretty good deck, so it's a shame that it didn't get going, but what are you going to do? Let's go find ourselves another game. Alright guys, we're playing against Crystal Fox 007 here. Another nice name. This is just a video of nice names. And funny enough, I actually just started playing Star Fox Adventures again, so for the first time in years. I'm actually going to let my opponent go first. Hopefully we start with the Kangaskhan, and we do, but we don't start with an energy, but we start with a Tierno. So a lot of weird things going on. This deck takes a lot to get like a really solid turn 1. Oh, we are playing against the mirror match here. This is going to be interesting. Tierno right off the bat. We're going to draw a Fairy Energy and just go straight into triple drawing. That was really good that I got that energy. But yeah, we're going to, I guess, see the differences between this build and the Deoxys version that this girl's running. Girl, guy, I really have no idea. I don't like to pronounce gender by their avatar, because so many guys have girl avatars on this program. You can just see YouTube for that. Okay, we get a Tails on the roller skates, and I don't think there's really a reason to attach the energy right now, so because it can just get enhanced hammered off if they're running that, so I'm just gonna do that. That's one thing I really do like about this deck, is that you really don't need to like play an energy every single turn, because it just takes one energy drop. That's something that the Gourgeist deck definitely suffers from, but then again, you only have 4 DCEs, so it's not a flawless plan here. But we're looking pretty good. We have a Fairy Garden, we have a Lysander, and we have a double colorless, so if we can find a way, and we have 2 muscle bands, so we probably can knock out this guy, this Metagross, next turn. And if we do that, then this guy's going to be in a rough spot, because I don't think he's knocking us out here. 130. Okay, cool. So we need to make sure this definitely counts. We're going to throw down the DCE. We have to do that. We have to evolve here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I need to evolve here, so there's no way of getting around that. But I don't have to play the Lysander, which means I can play the Tierno, which means that I can probably get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, there's really not much I can do here. I'm just going to double Muscle Band, Fairy Garden, and Tierno. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have enough. Machine Gun Stomp for 160, knocking out their Metagross, and they don't have a backup already. And I have 2 Lysanders in hand, so I can probably just keep Lysandering up their Beldums that they put down and prevent them from ever getting set up. So this is a really good start here. Yet again, I mean, I played a few practice rounds, or a couple practice rounds before, which is something I didn't do with that Gourgeist deck because yesterday, you know, just didn't have time. I had to study for a test, and okay, so he's getting some good draw going. He plays Trainer's Mail. That's something I considered. I just, again, I think I addressed this in the Gourgeist video. You're trading like 1 card for 1 card, and while that 1 card you're trading for can be very good, it's hard to justify it. Okay, so he does Close Encounter without putting down another Beldum, so that's actually really huge. So we're going to Lysander up and just Machine Gun Stomp, 170. So if we can get some Versus Seekers going, I have a feeling that this is going to be a pretty one-sided game. And yeah, just being able to get that knockout on that Metagross was absolutely huge. Okay, so he gets a Fan Club. That's going to make it not... man, that's actually pretty bad, because I'm wondering if I should just forego the Lysander for just Tiernoing and trying to set up more myself, because I have evolutions in my hand, I just don't have the Beldums. So, what do we want to do here? I'm taking a knockout this turn regardless. I think because I have all the energy and stuff that I need, I think I just want to Tierno. I did not get another Beldum. That's actually pretty bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put a double colorless on this Kangaskhan, I guess. Try and get some sort of backup attacker, and I guess we'll just Machine Gun Stomp for the knockout. Not really what I wanted to see. Definitely needed to get another Beldum down that turn. But there's no doubt in my mind that I'm getting knocked out this turn. He's gonna Rare Candy up and, yep, and knock out my Metagross because he has like a million cards in his hand, as well as I do, and he's getting even more, so I don't think I have... No, I don't have a Fan Club in my discard pile, so he knocks me out there. What am I gonna do here? Yeah, I don't have a Fan Club or anything, so I think I just have to Tierno. But where are my other Beldums? I mean, I have a lot of cards left, so... Yeah, this is not too good. So I'm gonna have to put this down, put a Fairy Energy on the Kangaskhan, and then Kindred Kick. I'm gonna have to get 1 heads on these next 2 attacks, so... And that's not it, so that's not too good. Unless I can draw another Muscle Band, but I've used 2 out of my 3 Muscle Bands, so... This guy's definitely making a comeback just because I cannot get a Fan Club or any basic going besides these Kangaskhan, so there's a Machine Gun Stomp. And yeah, we are not in a good spot all of a sudden. This completely turned around on us. So, like I said, the only thing I can keep doing is keep Versus Seekering for Tierno. Hopefully get a Beldum. I really need one this turn. And we don't get one. We have a Roller Skates. Please be heads. Alright. Beldum. We get a Beldum. Okay. The bad thing is we're going to be down to 1 prize after this, and we did not get another Muscle Band. which means that we literally have to get heads on this Kindred Kick if we want to stay in this game. So, oh man, this is really tense. Do I want a Sacred Ash? I don't know how many Beldums I even have, so that might be a decent plan, but I think, yeah, I think that's probably the right way, just so I can try and get another Beldum next turn. So yeah, like I said, we need a heads on this Kindred Kick or we're done. And we didn't get one, so 2 tails, that's really a shame. I mean, I needed the heads on both the Kindred Kick and the roller skates, so he's gonna hit us there. We're gonna get knocked out, but yeah, I really needed a response to this other Metagross that he's gonna bring up, so we're gonna rare candy in our own Metagross. We're gonna get a knockout, but he's just gonna knock us out, and that's gonna be game. I can't imagine any way around this. Just throw down some lucky helmets, why not? Sure, we have plenty of firepower here. 160. It's really a shame. We got really close. We had a really explosive start, but yeah, just missing those Beldums turns after turn, and again, that's where running this Kangaskhan really comes back to bite, because, you know, it does give up 2 prizes, and against a deck like this where they're knocking you out in 1 hit, you know, those 2 prizes really came back to lose me that game. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Let's see again if we can find one more game to even this win-to-loss ratio up to 1, which is not even at all. It's just even in the favor that I wanted. Whatever. Alright, Palm Trees C80. I can pronounce it, I'm good. Gonna go ahead and go for a Tails, don't get it. Again, with this deck, I really could care less, because I really just want to use that triple draw right off the start. So, we're gonna see Palm Trees, open it up with a Dragonite with Max Wind. The only time I've ever really seen that play is, in Primal Groudon decks to big success, so I don't know what she is running, but it's definitely not Primal Groudon. So, okay, so we have a Dragonite EX, but usually I think you'd want to run like a, a way to scoop up the Dragonite instead of just healing it, because that's kind of its big thing, bust in. Alright, so we get 2 Beldums first turn, that's good. Get a Lucky Helmet as well, and we put down a double colorless. We do not have a good support. I guess we could Lysander up to Dratini, and at this point I really don't see a reason not to. So we're going to do that, and now we're just going to triple draw. So we got a Lucky Helmet down. We have a 3rd Beldum in our hand, that's pretty good. But I definitely need to be wary about getting enough. Ugh, double colorless. I mean, double colorless is gone in Handstander. That's not good. So, I don't know if I want to put this DCE down. Like I said, I don't think there's a reason. Do we have a... We don't have a supporter here. I'd like to just get a basic fairy energy down to keep triple drawing, but it looks like I'm going to have to burn another DCE on this guy, which is not what I want to do at all. Triple draw here, still no basic fairy, but at least we finally got a Tierno, so we can start the draw train. We have roller skates as well, that's good. We have some rare candies, but we don't have any Metagross, so he's going to AZ up the active and throw up the Dragonite EX. And as long as we can get a Metagross fairly soon, we should, and we just top deck one. Okay, so awesome. Going ahead and rare candy into you, throw down this, throw down the Muscle Band. There's no reason not to play these cards, they're only giving me more power. We get a heads, and okay, so we get a switch. I don't know if we already had that, but that's actually really big. Gonna go ahead and I think Tierno is the right play here. Let me see how many cards I have real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now we have 15, and that's enough. Oh, I think we're just gonna get this knockout. Wow. So I can't use a Fairy Garden because I don't have... Perfect. Because I don't have the Fairy Energy on my dude up front, or I didn't, and I still don't, so nothing changed there. But we were able to get the switch, and that's why I run switch for situations like that and for status effects. I said this in a previous video, in my first like Mega Rayquaza video, I like wasn't running any switches, but they're very important, and there we go. Throw another muscle band for good measure, and now I got this guy for 220, so we did even up the exchange here, and this video is, yeah, it's been decently long, and we played 3 games. I could go for a 4th. That really wasn't a very long, consistent game, and it's only been like 20 minutes so far, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and find ourselves one more good game. Alright, playing against Best Lee San Las. Whoa. What a name. Best Lee Sin Las, my bad. And they got the cool little Gengar sleeves. I got the cool little Gourgeist sleeves. I literally bought this combo. It was like 740 tokens in the shop, and they re-put it in till like November 3rd. So I literally bought, that's a cool coin, I'm not gonna lie. But I literally bought it just because I wanted the sleeves. So we don't get, neither of these 2 starters are what we want here. I think Miltank is the better starter, just because maybe we can get this Beldum set up on the bench and, or I mean turn it into a Metagross, and then, okay, so this guy starts out with a Steven, which is not, it's a Flare Gun actually, so I know not to play any energy on the active next turn. There's actually no point anyways. Now I think I want a Fan Club for a Kangaskhan and a Beldum, because I really want to get that Kangaskhan up front if possible. But yeah, nothing else I can do this turn. But yeah, I want to start triple drawing. I'd love to get a Lucky Helmet and a switch. That would be the best thing. Lucky Helmet and Fairy Garden would be okay, but you know, then I wouldn't be able to triple draw. I'd just be able to throw up a Kangaskhan, and this guy is just going straight in with this Gengar. I guess luckily we didn't get knocked out this turn, so we get a Muscle Band that's not going to help us. Tierno here, get a Metagross and a DCE and stuff, but again, not really going to help. I think I just have to, this is actually really bad. I have to throw away the Miltank, I think, and there's nothing really good to go into. I don't even have a Lucky Helmet on anything, but yeah, I don't think I have an option here. I think I'm just gonna throw up I think I have to throw up the Kangaskhan, because throwing up the Beldum would mean that I have to get a switch, and well, I guess I would have just got knocked out, but I don't know. It's hard justifying throwing away those guys. And he red cards me. So wow, that's not cool. I really need a heads off this roller skates. Alright, good. Can we get a supporter? And well, we get 2 more roller skates, so I'm gonna go ahead and evolve this guy, drop an energy here. Lucky Helmet as well, because he will have to attack us one more time. But we are gonna be down in prizes. Can we get another heads? The Tails is really risky because we need a supporter. We do get a heads. We don't get another supporter. Man, this is, that red card really... And this is why I hate that Judge is coming back. Like, this whole, like, hand manipulation thing, I'm gonna go ahead and bench this guy and get a couple energy in my hand. But this whole, you know, hand manipulation thing, it just ruins games. I understand that getting a hand size of 50 isn't exactly fair either, but, I don't know, just something about the whole, you know, let me play 1 card and then your whole game's just ruined. And it does come down to luck, of course, but it just doesn't sit very well with me. So this guy has 3 prizes left. This is not good. We're gonna go ahead and evolve these guys. Energy on the active, and I'm just gonna triple draw here. So I don't know if this guy's just planning to go in with this one Gengar, because he has like 14 cards in his hand. Okay, so we can put down a double colorless here. Muscle Band. I have the Fairy Garden to retreat. How much am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I can get 2 basics in my hand. 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. I'm not going to be knocking this guy out regardless of what I do, which, yeah, it sucks. So actually, instead, I'm going to just put 2 Beldums in my hand here. lay one down, I guess. And we're going to do this. We're going to retreat into Metagross, and this is basically saying to this guy, you literally, you cannot just go in with this Gengar anymore. You have to have a backup. So he put 4 energy as well in this Gengar. I don't know when he did that. I don't know when he attached this water energy, but whatever. I don't know what this guy's playing. Maybe he's playing some Gourgeist variant. The water makes no sense, and there he goes. He finally puts down another basic because he has to. So he muscle bands up that Lugia, and that thing's going to be ready to hit for probably 100 damage next turn. And he switches into it, so do I want a Lysander or not here? Either way, I'm not knocking out this Lugia in one hit, so I'm going to go ahead and evolve this Metagross, attach an energy to it, and put a Lucky Helmet here, Lysander up this guy, and Machine Gun Stomp for the knockout. Seems like probably the best thing. I drew 2 switches off the prizes. I really need a supporter versus Seeker. This guy's hitting me for 100 damage. Yeah, I haven't gone through a single versus Seeker so far. So, hits me for 100, knocks me out, and I think I just come in with this guy and go straight for the attack. I do have the Fairy Garden in play, so if anything goes like terribly wrong, I'm going to hold off on attaching that energy because I think he did play, I guess that was somebody else that played Enhanced Hammer the last game, so I think we're okay to do that. Maybe attacking with the Miltank is not an awful option here. I'm going to go ahead and at least throw it down and attach an energy to it. And yeah, I think I'm going to conserve my Metagross because I actually don't at the moment have a way to get another one in play, so I'm going to Powerful Friends here for 80. And worst case scenario, we can retreat next turn and knock him out with Machine Gun Stomp. But I really don't want to put my stage 2 in harm's way if I don't have to. And he just beat me. Oh my god, no. No. Well, I have to win the set. I have to win 3-2 now. So now I have to find another game. Guess we'll be back with that. Wait, did I get a gift? I think I got a gift. I got 8 coins. It's not really a gift. It's like fucking clothes on Christmas. When you were 8. Not now, when clothes are like cool to get for Christmas. Whatever. Alright, I need redemption. Vince, I'm sorry man, but you are gonna feel my wrath this game. That was... Whew, man, we could not get anything going, and when we finally did, it was too late, because he barely KO'd that guy with the Lysander. So, nope, I'm gonna let him go first. Hopefully we start with a Kangaskhan. We do, okay. Start with the Kangaskhan, we do not start with an energy. However, other than that, looks like a pretty good hand. Get a Miltank, I'm not gonna bother with that. And he puts down a Regice, which is actually really good, because we're not really attacking with EXs, and he's weak to my meta. He's weak to my meta game. Ooh, oh, not this glitch. Oh no. Oh no, no, not this glitch. Okay. That happens sometimes, and I never figured out before how to get rid of it. It's so weird. It's like you have to, like, when the screen goes like super dark like that, you can't click on anything, and then you get destroyed by Cammy because you're not playing. So we really need a heads on this to get a supporter, and of course we do not get it. So all we can do is throw this down and end our turn. At the very least, unless he suspected from the little steel type emblem at the bottom of the screen what I was playing, he won't know that I'm playing Metagross, so maybe that's cool. But yeah, something about this. Maybe the Trader's Mail is a good play just so you can start getting your supporters much earlier, because you know, we're just not getting them off the start like we need to be. We're not running that many, that's true, but you know, I definitely compared my list to other people's as well. I didn't just jump straight in. And it seemed like this was like a pretty solid list to go with. I'm definitely, in fact, I'm running more versus Seekers than most people. Most people only ran 3 in this deck, and most people ran like another Lysander, like 3 for some reason, so wasn't too sure about that. This guy gets a Muscle Band. We are in serious trouble, but he doesn't. Okay, now we're back in the same situation. We need a heads on this roller skates to get, okay, to get a supporter. We have 3 Muscle Bands, all 3 of them, 3 versus Seekers. This is... I don't know what to say about this. This is too much. So, at the most we have one more turn. We're gonna draw 3 cards between the Lucky Helmet and the drop return. So hopefully we get something off this. And we get a Beldum, but does that help me? I guess I just attach here and just pray that next turn I get something good. That's literally all I can think of. So we're going to triple draw. We're going to draw 6 cards between the triple draw and next turn from the Lucky Helmet and the draw, so hopefully we get something going, but we need a DCE, and we still haven't drawn a supporter yet. Like, we need DCE, a Metagross, and so we get a fan club, but that doesn't really get us anywhere. Okay, so we got the Metagross, but we don't have a DCE. We have a Kangaskhan, but we don't have an energy. The only thing I can think is to put down the Beldum. I guess Metang could potentially survive a hit here, so that might just be worth evolving in the active spot. This is not good. I don't know what's going on, why I can't find Tiernos or anything, but... So we're gonna go ahead, put Lucky Helmet on the active, evolve it into Metang. We're gonna Fan Club for... probably... No, there's no reason to just get the Beldum. We want a big hand, so... Gonna put down the Beldum here, and... not much else I can do here. I think I'm probably gonna start... Well, no, actually, because we have the weakness, so if I can start attacking with Metagross, that's what I'm gonna do. But, yeah, nothing really I can do here. I think I've drawn 1 energy this game as well, and I've drawn through half my deck at least. So he puts a Hard Charm on the active, but again, we're going to be destroying these guys. And, okay, Metang does survive an attack. We get a Tierno, so can we get an energy? Can we get a good energy? So we're going to actually switch into this Kangaskhan, attach... roller skate. Oh, I had a roller skates. I should have played that before. Okay, so I got tails, so it didn't matter. I was actually kind of hoping I got tails on that, sad as that is to say. I think we should just rare candy into Metagross this turn. I don't want to risk any shenanigans. So yeah, not much else I can do here. Just gonna go ahead and triple draw. I didn't have a Lucky Helmet in my hand. But again, we have not drawn a DCE yet. This guy's got all the DCEs. Why do you have 2 DCEs, dude? You know how many DCEs I have? Yeah, you do. I have none, and you have twice as big of a deck as I do. Okay, so he hits me. We draw into a DCE. Awesome. So we're going to play that here, put down the Fairy Garden, retreat into you, Tierno, try and get another Metagross. We do, so that's good. We have another DCE for next turn, and now we're finally looking okay here. Plop down that. I don't think I need to play anything else. Just need to leave myself options at this point. We are down 2 prizes, and we have a moderately benched Kangaskhan on the bench, but, what did I just say? We have a moderately damaged Kangaskhan on the bench, and, the fact that he didn't get a muscle band last turn and hit me for 90 is actually pretty big, but of course we're going through this stuff again, so we have to switch, but again, that's why I run these switches, that's why they're so important. Gonna trump his stadium again and start throwing down muscle bands. He's weak to us, I'm pretty sure, so it's not really gonna be close. And it looks like finally we're gonna clean up and win this game. I feel like we probably should have won last game. We just did not draw anything against that Gengar. He went to town on us, and that Lugia, he brought the mop in and he cleaned up the mess off that Kangaskhan. So again, you know, that's why these things can hurt. And our opponent concedes because he sees he's out of options. He can't deal with 2 Metagross, and he's weak to us at that. And we get another mystery gift. So hopefully this isn't just tokens or tournament tickets. I have 112 tournament tickets. I have 112 of these things. And I'm getting real close to that Ancient Origins pack, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna get that off camera. I'm really excited to get this Lucario. I think this is a pretty good versus ladder they have here. Besides this stupid Conkeldurr line, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. But yeah, I thought it said like if this Pokemon is affected, like Machamp EX. But speaking of Machamp, we got this cool Machamp line here in the versus ladder. We have another Lucario, 400 more points down the line, 3 packs, 5 packs, and a full art Karina, not too bad. But yeah, so that's gonna be this video, guys. Between the two decks, which is better, Metagross or Gourgeist? I don't know, just because I did do practice with Metagross before playing, and I didn't do that with the Gourgeist. But the Gourgeist, we also didn't get a lot of weakness-related battles, so that could have been one of the reasons why I was having a hard time winning with that deck. But even still, I ended up with a 2-to-1 ratio, and I ended up with a 3-to-2 ratio with this deck, so not really sure where I stand on that. All I know is that both these decks, while fun, they are going to be completely dead by tomorrow. So if you want to play them, you should have played them before. And I definitely should have played these more before, so man, there's 600 tokens you win for that? Jesus. Alright, so again, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment down below, as always, for your chance to win a free Pokemon Online booster pack. And I don't think I need to explain that anymore, so that's it. See you guys later. Peace.